we must reject this negativity. Our country is a great country, my friends. Let nobody lie to you. You know, when you hear people speak, it is as if Kenya is the worst country in the world. Far from it, I can tell you, we are a great country. Not many countries can achieve what we have achieved. Not many countries can achieve what we have achieved in housing in 1.5 years. Yes, we are a great country. And we must reject those who want to tell us otherwise. That, oh, you know, Kenya is a failed state. Which failed state? Where? Do you know what a failed state looks like? So, let me tell you that my commitment to the transformation of this country is not reversible. Nothing is going to stop me from driving the transformation that is going to change Kenya and take us where we have always wanted to go. From stabilizing the economy, and I want to assure you that we are working meticulously to make sure that our economy is sound. I am very clear in my mind what we need to do on making sure that we have a sound economic platform to work on to drive our transformation. You know, many people want simplicity, you know. They do not, they even don't believe in numbers. But friends, numbers are very stubborn. Truth is very stubborn. You can say all the lies you want, but the truth will not change. Our inflation was at 9.6 in 2022. Today is 3.8. Fact. Our dollar had gone to 165. Today it is 130 and coming down. Fact. Our foreign exchange reserves was $7 billion in 2022. Today it is $10.8 billion. Fact. You can say whatever you want to say, but facts are stubborn.
I think there, on the issue of inflation, the dollar price, and things like the foreign reserve, I think it's made effort and impact in those sectors. But now on the things like employment, the idea he had for employment was a flawed idea. Because if you purely believe that real estate is the only sector that can employ many youth, then you are extremely wrong. Because real estate is like, it's not a permanent thing. Because once the buildings are done, what's next? If he could have prioritized industries, because industries can last even after your reign as a president is over. But now for the building stuff, most likely the next president will cut them off. There's that high probability. Plus, the idea that if you build new houses, those people that are living in the slums, that they will move into those places is the most flawed idea. It's been tried and tested in many, many countries, and it has failed horribly, even in the States. So it's not the solution for slums.
The IMF a month ago said Kenya's economy is now the 6th largest economy in the world. In Africa, sorry, the 6th largest economy in Africa. It is a fact. It's not a rumor. It's not propaganda. It is a fact. So, and I am committed to making sure that we have a solid. I have had to make very difficult decisions to get us here. And I have no regret whatsoever that today I can confidently tell the country that our economy is on sound footing and we are going to improve on it. We've not yet reached where I would want us and our economy to be. We're making the right steps. We are making interventions. We're making decisions on how to align our economy so that...
I think whatever the president is saying, I agree with most of it. But now the issue that the Gen Z have with him is that he made too many promises that are impossible for any president to keep. But he is the one who made them. And for now, I think he's come to the reality that most of the promises he made can't really be solved or can't be achieved, which people should also bear with him, because like the 4 million jobs is something that no president has ever created. Even him, he can't create those 4 million jobs. So such tiny lies, maybe you can forgive him. On the matters of the economy, like the dollar and foreign reserve, like there at least there's some stability, which we should give him his flowers. Because even me, when it started, when the dollar rate started reducing, I didn't trust that it will last this long. So the fact that it has lasted this long means that at least he's doing one thing right. But now the biggest problem I have with him is that he's one incompetent guy in very many things, and he surrounded himself with even more incompetent politicians. Because what is Murkomen doing there? What is Joho doing there? Like most of it, like the entire cabinet is filled with incompetent quacks who just have political influence, and that's what's hurting Kenya the most. So if you can imagine, if the cabinet is filled with quacks, what about most of these parastatals? So it's a country with many geniuses but led by fools, and the president is the one who's allowed that to happen. So we'll never progress forward as much as we want, because even in those places of leadership, it's quacks who lead them. Because like I think it was the issue of roads, it's Sabina something who's chairing engineers. So she doesn't know anything about engineering, but she's going to chair engineers. So we look at like CS, that guy doesn't know anything about health, but he's the one who will be in those board meetings lecturing doctors who've been in school for 6 to 7 years. Why can't we just employ qualified people? Because if he had the best interest of the country, the first thing he could have done was employ people who are qualified. If he had the best interest for the country, because I can feel like he has the best interest for the country, maybe 5%.